One.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Kellen Cash here. Another session, and today I want to talk about how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? I'm saying that because with this social media plague, epidemic, all that good stuff, people always will ask, "Wow, how do you do that? How can I get on? How can I join?" And the people that I like to find hard workers at their already job that they have and see what their passion is and then go from there. Forgive me, got the tea, got the sniffles, all that good stuff. Some say it may be allergies. But I also got the favor, thank God. But I recently ran into someone who had a great dream, great goal. They were seemed like they had their way of beating the game. Young lady, beating the game. But when it comes to what you have to do to even get in the game, she had no clue. She wanted to be a lawyer. She did not want to go to law school. She just wanted to take the test, which you can do in certain states. But she has no clue why people go to law school, nor did she seem to be have a clue of even how to get into that type of network where people would want to hire you. And I had her when I told her, because she was working at a I'm sure minimum wage job, and I said, you know what, you need to come to an event and try to put her on, connect her with some other people who'd want to see a resume. And she just totally flubbed that. One, she sent an email not using her Gmail, using her library email. When using her library email, then she if you leave the library, I don't know how that works, but then you can't, I guess, check your email, or at least she couldn't. She didn't know how. And she's like, I didn't send it from my Gmail, I sent it from my library email, and I don't want to walk to the library anymore. And she's telling me all this in a long text, and really that text gets no response because you're not willing to do what it takes. Do y'all remember that Puffy had folks going to walk miles for cheesecake? And he was doing that because that's like the break them down to build them back up thing that business folks, pimps, and other authoritarians do sometimes because they feel that's how they have power over somebody. It's kind of toxic at times. The military does it. Sometimes it's needed, though. In certain things, it's needed, or that's the best way at this point. As humankind, we know how to train people in certain areas. But I say all that to say there's other people who they want to succeed in something. And we see it all the time in business, but they're not willing to go the extra steps. There's YouTubers, there's Instagram folks who some folks want to be big on Instagram, but they do not want to post every day, or they do not want to put time into their content. There's YouTubers who post every day, and some get seen and some don't. But the ones, I tell you what, who keep pushing and pushing and pushing, eventually they build a bigger audience than if they weren't. And they always, once they get into that realm, there's always going to be someone bigger, but then they excel over the folks who gave up, or maybe the person who only posts, once a week. So it's all about how bad do you want it. And this is why sports, what I learned from sports, I should say, as a kid, is how bad do you want it? Because you don't have to be the most talented. You just got to outwork everyone else. You just got to go hit hard, sprint, hit some more, block, catch, run, and the other guy who may be better than you might have a bad attitude. Like, I'm done with this, man. I can't keep doing this. In business, we aren't the biggest. But guess what? we are going to keep pushing and pushing, and step by step by step, we grow and we hit our goals. And with hitting our goals, more people learn about the roles that we play, and they want to work with us. They want to be in bed. Sometimes it's because they don't have the budget of, $20,000 a month. Sometimes it's because they don't have the access to, the key players that, the top PR firms, right? The biggest, I should say, because I feel like, we're at the top of the game. We're doing everything within our budgets and our clients' budgets to make that happen, because we're fixers at the end of the day. We're consultants. We're ad people. We're marketers. We're, PR. We're high paid admins is what I tell everybody. And with that, you gotta just know you gotta keep pushing. And the more you push, the more you can play. 1 second. Okay. So, the moral of this podcast and of this video is that you got to keep pushing, and don't worry what anybody else is saying. That is like my overall motto in life, is keep pushing. Now, if you're not good, some people think, okay, I'm going to sing, and I'm not a good singer, but right now it can be done in the studio is just amazing. You don't have to have any talent. That's been proven over and over. But what you have to do is get with some good producers. You got to find some good beat makers and find someone who can splice. Because at this point, you can make a great song, and it doesn't mean anything if you don't know how to put it out there. And that's when people call us like, how do we put this stuff out here and get it down the right way? And that doesn't mean that it's going to go diamond. Doesn't mean it's going to go gold, but it's going to have a better push than you would on your own. The same way as if you're not a producer. Heck, you might not even be a singer or a rapper, because you're not good, but you found the right team, and you gotta get that team. I can't stress that enough. And folks who say, man, how do I find these teams? Again, you need to find fixers, because we connect our people with teams, man, that are dreams. And that's the key, is finding the right people. And that they're going to do what they say, and that they are good. They don't have to be the best known, well-known producer, but that you like their music and you hear it, you're like, well, yeah, you can work with me. Because, there's so many hidden gems. There's so many artists out there that you'll never hear of, but all they need is one right chance, one time, and it's going to be like, they're going to be golden. It's like, you have to know how to spot talent. And I love being able to spot good talent. That's why I talk to people when I see them working hard at their jobs. I don't even care if it's a construction site. And I see somebody working hard, and then they tell me, hey, you know what? I got a shoe company, or I'm working on a drone software thing. It's like, well, okay, tell me more. It's already see you working hard here, for somebody else. I know you're working 10 times harder for yourself. That's the beauty of shows like Shark Tank. That's the beauty of just life. A lot of folks, they work hard, and then the mistake they make is they work so hard and they might be successful in that get a little success, but they don't know how to work with teams of people. And everybody who knows them knows this, that it's their way or the highway. And if you have that type of mentality in a team, if you are the asset, man, you're really the liability, because you can be knocked off like that. You got to have a team around you. We did on the diversified game. Thank you, everyone who's been checking that as well. A diversified game, we're talking about with an influencer about, do they get, many threats and whatnot? And I was surprised. He said, I don't get too many death threats, because the type of influencer he was. But he said it might be because I got an army behind me. When you got an army behind you, it's a little different. When you got a known and certified team around you. And a lot of folks, small business, don't know how to get that structure. And then like when you get to be a mid-sized or big business, then things are kind of set in a certain way, but you also have to have your way of flexibility so you can learn something. When I spoke at Everett Community College, I was telling them how I think the department, which is merging, these two departments or three departments are merging, and how a podcast could help them, build up and team together. And so, and they like the idea. They don't know necessarily how to put that together, and that hopefully can come together. We can work something out and help them do that, because team building, I mean, it's just no ego. That's why we're good at it. There's no ego. It's like everyone do what you're great at, do what you were born to do, and that's the key. So, and also know that when you try to put too much on a team member, because somebody can be talented at one thing, and you try to have them do something else, and if they don't get back to you, that means they weren't ready. They weren't interested in that. No matter how excited, because sometimes money can excite people, but they weren't ready. So don't go chase the person. You gotta go beg nobody for nothing. You gotta just get it in. You know what I mean? And not worry what they say all day, every day. I hear things like, oh, and good or bad. I mean, if you like it, you like it. If you like what we have, you like it. People tell me all day about fashion, about how my hair is, about how this and that. They love it or hate it. Either way, I gotta still do me, and you gotta do you. And you gotta take the criticism and take the compliments and take them and weigh them both and be like, okay, cool. I'm doing me, and that's, you gotta do you. If that's winning, if that's working, if not, you might need to remix you. We've all had to remix and do things, a different way and adjust. Gotta be flexible. Gotta always be able to learn. If you're not able to learn, you've already burned. You've already lost. You might need to go to therapy one time to see why you are such a control freak, why you are so stuck in your ways, why you are constantly losing. You're not winning, and because winning doesn't necessarily always mean money, but you can't always have just a great idea without having some type of success with the money. Two people in two different conversations were teasing me 2 weeks ago, and I was talking about, I gotta travel. So it's like, well, don't you always do that? And both of them mentioned two different trips. I'm like, well, it's not always to me, but it is part of my life, and I've made it part of my life, and and I like to travel more than I like to buy some clothes, and more than I like to do anything. We travel as a family, as a unit, as much as we can. But yeah, you just got to know what your purpose is, why you're doing this, what's your why, and how. Once you know that, you can bring people in and see if their purpose aligns with your purpose, and learn how to build these teams and these dreams and pay people. No one's working for you for free. I'm not even talking to you for free. We have a hotline at cprfirm.as.me. I'm not even talking for free. You book some time to talk, boom. And that's what it is. So that's my work break tip conversation for the nation. I hope all is blessed. Holler at us if we can help you, if you think our values line up. And we'll go from there. There's no flash in the pan. We're gonna get you rich tomorrow. None of that. We're gonna work hard and we're gonna build something. That's what we like to do. So I'm out. I try to keep these things quick and simple. Went a little bit long on this one, but hopefully it went strong. Thank y'all for liking, sharing, supporting. Support is a big thing. And please keep sending me the topics that you want to hear about. Let it in.